Is it possible to go from an unpaid intern to an EB-1 green card holder, the visa reserved for the most extraordinary people in the world? Most people assume you need to be the one on the stage to qualify. But what if the person booking the stadium is just as extraordinary? Meet Isabelle. She started at the bottom of the music industry ladder. She faced downsizing, taking on the workload of 4 people, and the brutal reality of the entertainment business. But she wasn't just surviving. She was building a resume that would eventually include names like Gnarls Barkley, Lady Gaga, and Michael Jackson. In this interview, we are going to decode her journey. How does an intern transform into an indispensable boss? How do you summon the courage to ask a Grammy-winning artist for a personal legal favor without risking your job? And ultimately, how did she prove to the US government that her behind-the-scenes work was truly extraordinary? Let's watch. Just a quick reminder, if you appreciate this in-depth content, please take a moment to like and subscribe. It helps us bring you more. Now, on with the story.
I'm Isabel, and I am sitting here today with an approved EB-1 green card. I was able to get approved because I have a Grammy. I worked with several Grammy-winning artists, actually. The likes of Gnarls Barkley, CeeLo, Justin Timberlake, Lady Gaga, and Michael Jackson. And I went to Berklee College of Music in Boston. I graduated in 2004 with a music business degree. I think a big part of what I learned was from school, just because they prep you for the real world, and they're like, this is, not everybody's gonna get into the music business, and they kind of show you little shortcuts to take, and they set you up with cute little internships, and they're like, well, you can go to New York, you can go to LA, and we'll set you up with an internship, and then you're on your own. I came to LA. I got my OPT visa, the 1-year training. So that's when I worked for Waxploitation Entertainment, which was a management company for Gnarls Barkley and CeeLo. And I started there as an intern, unpaid. And within a few months, my boss kind of downsized the company, and all of a sudden now I've taken on the job of 3 or 4 employees, and there were only 4 of us at the office, and it stayed that way for the next 3 years. So I started as an intern, then he hired me on as the receptionist, then he hired me on as a merchandise manager, then I got promoted to tour assistant, and before you know it, I'm booking stadium shows and organizing travel for a 13-piece band. People need to understand that when you're getting started in any business, it's really a lot of hustling. I mean, you start out as an intern, but you need to have the mentality that you're a boss. That's how it is. You need to show up before everybody shows up in the morning, and you need to be the last person to leave at night. And people notice, and your boss will notice, and your managers notice. And it's really a very kind of regimented work ethic. And you've got to stay on top of the game. You've got to constantly reinvent everything that's happening for whatever project you're working on. Come up with new ideas, get into the meetings, listen to the phone calls that your managers are making. Network, when you're answering the phone every day, know who you're talking to. Get to know these people, because they're going to be offering you future jobs. Started researching law firms. I found a bunch. One that really stood out was Ingram law offices. I kind of looked through the website. I thought it was really cool that the firm works with a lot of entertainment people. So I said, hey, this, I fit in. It feels like it's natural. And then I was told that I qualify for the green card. for Self-Petition, so I went for it. Okay, yes, Isabel, you qualified for the EB-1 green card. Now you have to start sending us stuff. So I said, well, what kind of stuff? Well, we need lots of evidence. Okay. So I got, it was a lot of work. I started with recommendation letters from pretty much everybody I know in the music business. I called CeeLo's manager and I said, I need a letter from CeeLo like this week. I got letters from everybody. It's just the hassle to ask, and sometimes you feel like you're burdening people because you're like, hey, I need a letter of recommendation and this is what it has to say and this is how you're supposed to say it. My lawyer said that it's got to be written specifically in this way. And I mean, don't feel like, you're bothering them. You just have to do it, so just go for it.
She touches on a very real fear here, feeling like a burden when asking for help. If you had to ask your boss or a mentor for a major favor today, would you feel comfortable doing it, or would fear stop you? Let us know.
Tips to getting your EB-1 green card approved. Be inventive and think for yourself, because at the end of the day, this is for you and not for anybody else. So there's always a way to make things happen. And if there's a problem, it can be solved. Nothing is unsolvable. Maintain, communication with your lawyer. I think that's key, and the team that you're working with. Do your research, know what's going on, be ahead of the game. You have to really dig deep, find things. Last week that I was approved for my EB-1, yay! I got an email from the USCIS, which I think it's because my email was listed on the forms. And it's funny, actually, when Lindsay called me telling me, I said to her, I was like, I wish you were the one to break the news to me. But unfortunately, USCIS had my email, and I got the email late that night, just a few days ago. And Lindsay called me the next morning and said, you got approved. And I said, oh, I know. And she was a little disappointed because she wanted to break the news and I wanted her to be the one to tell me, but what are you going to do? The good news is that it's approved and I'm happy, and you guys are hacking. So.
She mentions missing the call from her lawyer because she saw the email first. Imagine waking up to that approved notification on your phone. Who is the first person you would call? Tag them or tell us below.
Well, now that I'm a permanent resident, I can travel freely. I'll be able to see my family in Cyprus a lot more often, which is amazing news. Now I can work for whomever I want and whenever I want. No more questions. And it's a huge stress reliever too.
Isabel's story is a masterclass in two things: work ethic and advocacy. She didn't wait for permission to be the boss. She simply did the work until the title caught up. And when it came time for her visa, she applied that same tenacity. Notice her key insight: be inventive. She didn't just fill out forms. She chased down CeeLo Green and his management. She gathered evidence from every corner of her network. She realized that in immigration, just like in the music business, nobody is going to fight for your career harder than you will. What part of his story inspired you the most? Let us know in the comments, and follow our channel for more stories just like this.